Developments as has been.
Good morning to you, Evan.
Interesting developments has been, well, pretty much every day. But you did a very nice exclusive interview last night with the Steenkamp family. I saw some of it on Twitter. Can you just tell us what came out of that interview with the Steenkamp family?
Well, Evan, yesterday I spoke to Kim Martin, who is Riva Steenkamp's cousin, and she really expressed much hurt that the family is facing during this time. Well, Kim told me that it's been increasingly difficult for the family to arrive at court here every single day to listen to details after details in testimony of Riva Steenkamp's last hours, how she was shot, and basically how the bullets had penetrated her body. She really spoke about, you would know that Kim is from Cape Town. She came to Pretoria specifically to come and listen to the testimonies that are being given in this trial, and she says that every time the graphic images are being shown in court, the best that they can do as a family is to look away, and that they basically can't bear looking at the grisly images that continue being shown inside here at the North Gauteng High Court. Kim also told us that Riva Steenkamp's mother, June, is not doing well at all. She hasn't been able to speak to the media. She doesn't want to at this stage, but she says that the family is finding it very difficult to cope during this time as details continue to be laid bare inside the North Gauteng High Court. I did ask her, however, if she knew about Oscar Pistorius and Riva's relationship. She did not want to comment on that, but she did indicate that Riva Steenkamp had visited her and her husband in Cape Town a month before she was killed, and Riva really seemed to be happy. She also didn't want to comment on what we're seeing inside the court of the Pistorius family really wanting to reach out to the Steenkamp family. We've already seen Oscar's uncle Arnold, as well as Amy Pistorius, who is Oscar's sister, reach out to the family and have brief conversation with June Steenkamp on whether the family felt comforted about the arms that the Pistorius family was stretching out to them. She also did not want to comment on that.
Chriselda, now the one person that's back in Port Elizabeth is the father, Barry. Has there been any update on his condition? We understand that he's been battling ill health as well.
Well, all that Kim Martin could say to me was that Barry Steenkamp was not doing well at all, and that it's better off that he remain in Port Elizabeth, where he'd be able to support the family from there. We also heard from the ANC Women's League much earlier on in the week, who had lunch with June Steenkamp, that June Steenkamp had indicated that it was better off for Barry Steenkamp to be in Port Elizabeth, and that he wouldn't be able to bear the images that are shown inside court. But Kim did indicate that Barry Steenkamp is not doing well at all, and that he's still obviously very devastated by what happened to his daughter, and him being in Pretoria inside the court would not be in the best interest for his health.
And Chriselda, now ballistic testimony will continue today. What's the expectation today? And just a quick recap on yesterday, if you can.
Well, very crucial testimony that we're expecting from Chris Mangena, the ballistic expert. This is really where the pieces of the puzzle, Urban, are really going to come together, because crucial questions will be answered here, where Chris Mangena, in his conclusion following his investigation, will be laid bare inside this court, where Mangena will conclude what position Riva Steenkamp, as per his investigation, what position Riva Steenkamp was in when the shots were fired. Also, basically, what order the bullets were fired, and also, very crucial as well, how far Oscar Pistorius was from the door which separated him from Riva Steenkamp. Those are really crucial questions that need to be answered, which will either make or break the state's case. So everybody is really looking to see what this ballistics expert will say, what his conclusions were after. Also with regard to the height as well of the bullets that were fired, that is very crucial. Even though there's no dispute at this stage, the defense and the state agreeing on Oscar Pistorius on whether he was wearing his stumps or not. But this evidence, or this testimony rather, that will be given inside the North Gauteng High Court will really put together really crucial puzzles to make us understand what it is that possibly could have happened on that Valentine's Day morning.
We're really getting into the forensic detail of the case now, and the latest research, Chriselda, on social media shows public opinion turning somewhat against Oscar Pistorius. Is this a sense that you guys, the media, are getting as well?
Well, yeah, but as we interview the many people on the streets of Pretoria, the general sense that I am getting is that when we speak to them, they're still very much interested in the case and, continue to follow the details, whichever they can, very closely. But what is key here is that they want to know what really happened there. I think everybody wants to know what really happened. And as these pieces come together by the various testimonies, some say that, Oscar Pistorius deserves a chance to speak, even though we know that Oscar Pistorius has the right not to take the stand. But, many people still wanting to know what really happened there. And as this trial continues and the details come together, as we get to understand more from the various experts, police officers and other state witnesses that are being called, that's only when the pieces will be put together. And many people that I've spoken to say they'll only be able to form a conclusion then, and basically that the law should take its course. And then once the court finds whether Oscar Pistorius is guilty or not, then many around Pretoria that I've spoken to say they'll be able to give their answers to that question.
Finally, Chriselda, do you have any idea how long you'll still be standing on the pavement outside the court there? Another 3 weeks, another month?
Well, what we have at this stage, Eben, is that we're hearing that the case will be postponed on the 4th of April. We haven't yet verified that at this stage. We're still trying to do so, but speculation is rife outside the North Gauteng High Court that the case will be postponed. We're not sure to what date as yet. So that's about all that we have at this stage. But I certainly will be here on the pavement and inside the court until the 4th of April.
We hope that the weather stays as good as it is at the moment, Chriselda. Thank you very much, Chriselda Lewis, giving us an update there outside the North Gauteng High Court where Oscar Pistorius' murder trial continues.